Welcome to Fitness Freedom, helping you break through your personal prison in your body and mind. Hosted by Mike Mahoney. Mike owns fitnessexpose.com and is a fitness industry evangelist, teaching others what to watch out for and steering them in the direction of the reputable few. He is a certified personal trainer with a passion for helping other people reach their goals. If you're tired of not getting the results you want and are looking to be inspired, look no further. Fitness Freedom will inspire and motivate you to achieve your goals. Let's get started.
Welcome back to another episode of Fitness Freedom, the show that teaches you how to break free from the prison that is your body. I would like to talk to you today about IIFYM, if it fits your macros. So if you guys are like me, one of the things that you struggle with the most is the eating. That's the hardest part to losing weight and burning fat, is how you eat. The exercise part of it is extremely easy for me. I love to be in the gym. I love taking that time for myself. It's like my sanctuary, I tell people. And it's really true because I get in there and it's like church. I just let all my worries go. I focus on what I need to focus on and I get the job done. And that to me is of key importance here. So what happens? How do you handle the food issue? Well, so many people try to make it so complicated. There are so many ways out there that, I'm going to put it in quotes, okay? There are so many ways out there that, quote, work, end quote. And the problem is that almost anything will work for a beginner for a period of time. So if you've been severely overweight or just a little bit overweight and you decide you're going to change that situation, anything you try from a nutrition standpoint that you stick to consistently is going to have a positive effect. Because think about it, guys. If you spend your life eating crap 7 days a week, hell, if you cut that back to 5 days a week, you're going to change your body. Most people will tell you how important it is to count calories. And I'm going to tell you that there's a way to count calories without counting calories. And it's called IIFYM. Now, let's talk a little bit about what macronutrients are. These are the things that make up our food. We generally look at protein, carbohydrates, and fat. Now, the way the IIFYM system works is usually you go to a practitioner who will help you with your food needs. But sometimes you're going to do it yourself. And there are plenty of calculators online that you can find. There is, you just go to Google, type in IIFYM calculator, and you're going to find one at IIFYM.com. Now, when you go to this thing, it's going to ask you some questions that you're going to need to fill in the answers for. It's going to ask if you're a man or a woman. It's going to ask you your age. You're going to even be able to choose between imperial system and metric system. It's going to ask for your height. It's going to ask for your weight. And then you're going to give it, okay, so you're going to give it your height and your weight. And then you give it your goal weight. And then it asks for your estimated body fat and your activity level for your daily routine, how experienced you are with physical fitness, and where you work out, how often you work out per week, how long your workout is, and whether it's light, moderate, difficult, or intense. Then it's going to ask you how much cardio you're doing. That's really important as well. Then it's going to ask you how fast you want to lose weight. Then it's going to ask you your nutritional preferences. Then it's going to ask you your medical diagnosis. And then it's going to ask what motivates you the most. And finally, it'll ask you, do you want step-by-step instructions, etc. So it's an important tool to use, because then it's going to give you a list of your macros that you need for losing weight. And, you could use this to gain, you could use it to lose. And, when I just did mine, it tells me that I should be eating 2,795 calories, that I should be eating 229 grams of carbs, that I should be eating of protein, 184 grams of carbs, and 127 grams of fat. Now, that is an interesting thing. And we talked about how this is an easier way to track your calories. Well, let me explain that to you. Protein and carbohydrates. For every gram of protein or carbohydrates, that's 4 calories. For every gram of fat, that's 9 calories. So it's a simple calculation. If you do the 4 times 229, the 4 times 184, and the 9 times 127, you should come pretty close to 2,795. Now, what is it that I love about this? Let me tell you. It's the fact that I don't have to think so much, and I don't have to worry. Like, one of the cool things about If It Fits Your Macros is you're aiming to hit a certain number every single meal. However, if you have one of those days where you're going to have a special dinner, maybe someone's birthday, and you're going to eat a little higher carb for that meal, you can kind of save up your carbs during the day. The whole point is to hit the daily target. And I'm going to tell you that, I've been working with Mark Lobliner from MTS Nutrition and TigerFitness.com. I highly recommend this guy. He does an excellent job. He's super encouraging, and I just enjoy working with him on my weight loss and my weight training. It's been amazing. But the key here is he will adjust your macros as your weight loss slows down. Now, Mark has me on an If It Fits Your Macros program currently. And it's really cool because when you hit your macros, for whatever reason, you manage to reach the numbers that you're looking for. So I read you what the IIFYM calculator told me. It was 229 protein, 127 fat, and 184 carbs. Well, currently, Mark has me at 294 protein, 120 carbs, and 90 fat. Now, you may wonder why this is important. Well, it's so much easier because, like I said, if I'm going to a birthday party and I have a slice of birthday cake, I add that into my carbs allowance. As long as I don't go over the amount of carbs that he's allowing me that day, I'm going to be good. And even if you're a little bit close, you're good. The goal here is to try to hit the macros dead on. When you do that, you begin to see massive progress in the right direction. You start to lean out. Your body runs more efficiently. The only thing I can compare it to is the need to do regular oil changes on a combustion engine, on a car or a truck. Because the oil over time doesn't work as well, so you change it and you put in new oil, and it keeps that engine running super efficiently. Well, that is huge for me, and I'm able to stick to this in my sleep, literally. Like, I've gone a couple of trips to Vegas since September, and I've still managed to keep dropping weight over and over every single week, like clockwork. Just weight comes off of me. And I am on kind of a slow and steady pace. It's what I prefer. I don't want to just drop too much weight all at once, but it's just perfect. And I have meal timings. I don't have to worry about them as much. I just do this and I'm good. And when my wife says, hey, Mike, tonight we're going to have this for dinner, a lot of times if there's too much carbs, like if she's having pasta, I'll have her switch it up for me. But if it's, she's eating something special and I want to partake, I just save up my carbs for the day. And I'm good. It just means eating higher protein meals in the beginning of the day and then eat that at the end of the day. It's all good. So I highly recommend that if you are trying to lose weight, go over to IIFYM.com and check out this program. You're not going to be sorry that you did so. Now, before I sign off, I wanted to say that people on the internet are super mean. We all know this. They're rude. They're obnoxious. They want to do nothing but help you feel like crap. So, what's my response to those people? Well, usually when they say to me, "Oh, you're so fat. You're so fat. You should lose weight. You have double chin. You haven't missed a meal in a long time." I generally say to them, "Well, here's the thing, guy. You're not very intelligent. And see, I can lose weight and fix the problem I have, but you can't get smarter than you are. It's that simple." So when someone puts you down, just realize that they're doing it because they're jealous of you, and they don't like that you're confident in who you are, and they don't like that you are okay with who you are, and that you're okay with being on the journey that you're on. We're all on our own individual journey. And as long as you're happy with your journey, then you should continue your journey. There's nothing wrong with it. Why would there be? So please listen to me when I say to you, take your time. Don't let people stress you out. Just stick to your plan. Consistency, as I've mentioned in a previous episode, is the key. Without consistency, if you don't do things that that make sense and that you're supposed to do, well, you're just going to have all kinds of problems. And you don't want problems. It's bad enough that you're working so hard to lose weight. So stick to these plans. And let me tell you something. If you have questions, please reach out. info@yogispodcastnetwork.com. I really think that that's an important thing. If you have questions, you need someone to ask. I'll be glad to help you. And if I don't know the answer, then if I don't know the answer, I will get the answer for you. So there you go. Have a good one. That's the end of Fitness Freedom for this episode. I appreciate you listening. Please, if you liked what you heard, give us a 5-star rating and leave a nice review for us. That helps our show grow and get better. So until the next time, get back to lifting.
Thanks for listening to Fitness Freedom, helping you break through your personal prison in your body and mind. You can find Mike's ebook on 5 steps to getting into the best shape of your life at fitnessexpose.com/podcast. Go there right now for your free gift of 5 steps to getting into the best shape of your life. Feel free to reach out to Mike directly on Facebook or Twitter. Go to fitnessexpose.com/Twitter and his Facebook, fitnessexpose.com/Facebook. Until next time, create your freedom through fitness.